Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Aspiring Authors Lab Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are around the world. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach. And I have taught hundreds of women how to successfully write their books and generate a revenue. And that's something that I'm willing to teach you also. So don't forget, hit the share button, share this broadcast out to your friends or on your list, in your groups, wherever it may be. And the theme for this whole month has been the millionaire's mindset. The millionaire's mindset. And why am I saying the millionaire's mindset? I should be saying the billionaire's mindset. To give you an opportunity to think far beyond what you have been thinking about yourself. I want to expand your mind to see all the possibilities and all the opportunities that surround you each and every day. So that's why I'm saying the millionaire's mindset. And ladies, I want to inspire you to think bigger than you have ever thought. Think bigger. Picture yourself doing the things as I'm explaining to you how to be successful and generate revenue. I want you to picture yourself in a different place today. So, the title of today's broadcast is eBooks versus physical books. eBooks versus physical books. So, if you have a pen and paper, hurry and get that pen and paper so I could tell you the difference and you could make that decision. And some of you may have never thought about these things, but these are some things that you could do to generate revenue, to reach your ideal audience. And it's a great marketing tip, okay? So, why ebooks may be better at reaching your audience? Sometimes people are torn between writing their print book or ebook. Now, I'm going to share with you some advantages of writing an ebook that you may have never even considered. We're going to look at your creativity, or you creating your book. Put it that way. We're going to look at you creating your book and making it more visible. Okay? Making it more visible to your audience, to your ideal audience. Now, I write both print books and ebooks, okay? And I like doing both. Sometimes I write, just a hard copy, but then I go back and, I do the ebooks. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because you may be missing out on, an audience, or you may be leaving money on the table. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, you need every dollar for other projects. We need our money, okay? We need our money. So why not, take that extra time? Because a lot of times what happens is people think that, okay, I'm finished writing my book and I have arrived, and, they tend to sit back and relax. But no, it's time to sit back and relax. All you have to do is take a few more steps and create an ebook. And I'm going to tell you, it's well worth it. It's well worth your time, because there are other avenues that you may not even have considered today. But we're going to focus on that ebook and why. Why you may be leaving money on the table. Because, you have worked and you work hard at researching your audience. Okay? You have worked hard on that. So why not continue to extend your reach? Because it's a win-win situation for both you and your audience. It's a win-win situation. Many writers are just satisfied with getting their books on the market without ever realizing how big the market really is. It's a big market out there. Think about this wonderful product called an ebook and what advantages you could gain by presenting it to your audience. So here's tip number one. Consider writing your ebook as a companion to your print book. Consider that. As people, they always find, something extra. People always like something extra. This is what I'm trying to say. It's an extra incentive to getting your audience to come back and shop with you. Everybody likes something extra. Everybody like a little lanyard. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, so lanyard is something extra. It's always something extra. If you get 12 donuts, they give you one more, okay? Something extra. Everybody likes something extra. So this is just an incentive to your audience to come back and, buy from you again. Okay? So that's a great tip. Think about that. Tip number 2. An ebook is easy to access on all electronic devices without you have to carry around extra items, when you're going someplace, when you're traveling, or when you're going to the doctor's office or somewhere, a meeting, and you have to sit and wait. You can pull out your device, either, your cell phone, or you can pull out your tablet. Think about it when you're traveling. Think about that. There's nothing extra to carry, and think about when you're in a dim light situation, or it may be nighttime. A person could pull out the device and read your book. Where if they had a print book, it's difficult to, like I say, carry around something extra, or in a dim situation where there's no light, they can't read it. So that's a tip that you should consider. Tip number 3, an ebook gives you an ability to reach a worldwide market because it places you in a huge arena to reach more of your ideal audience. Because, bookstores aren't everywhere, and they may be miles away from your audience, or they have to wait for the book to be delivered. Thank you for joining me today. They have to wait. But once you pay for your ebook, it can be downloaded immediately. Think about that. It can be downloaded immediately, and you have it right there. So there's no waiting. Tip number 4, you keep more of your profit from the sale of your ebook because there's no printing, there's no packing, there's no shipping, there's no storage involved, and no more are your books getting ruined sitting around in boxes in your garage or the trunk of your car. Everything is housed digitally. So that's a great plus, and you always have it. And it always could be, accessible to your audience. Tip number 5, it places you in total control of introducing your book to the marketplace. Total control. I'm going to tell you why. Because you do not have to rely on others to publish your book, like in the traditional situation with a traditional publisher. Now, I'm across the lines here because I'm going to tell you about traditional publishing. And not that it's bad, okay? Not that it's bad. But I want you to listen to this and pay close attention to this. When you publish your ebook, you decide when it's time to launch your ebook. You decide. Let me address the traditional publishing versus self-publishing. Now, I'm going to address books more than ebooks right now, but I want you to pay close attention because this is very important. And I thank God for self-publishing because many were turned down by traditional publishers and never had the opportunity to present their genius. Never had that opportunity. That's one reason why I support indie authors. Those are authors who self-publish their own works. And, it's a state of mind when people say, well, I got to get it to a traditional publisher. Okay? And this is a stale mindset that needs to be shifted. Thinking that just because a book is published by a traditional publisher, that it is better than the person who self-publishes their book. And that's not true. That's not true. I'm going to tell you, you must embrace change or you'll never be able to keep up with the times. That's a change. Okay? The traditional Publishing your book the traditional way with a traditional publisher is not any better than a person who self-publishes their book. Because that self-publisher is going to take pride in making sure that his or her book is presented, in a good way, that is proofread, that they have the right cover and everything else, that everything else lines up before they present it to the marketplace. Now, you have some out there that's sloppy. We're not talking about them. They'll learn, okay? They will learn. They will learn. But as for you, those who take pride in their work, your book is just as good. So don't let anyone tell you that just because you're self-publishing, that your book is not any better than a traditional publisher. And that's not, than sending it to a traditional publisher. That's not true at all. As a matter of fact, I'm an indie author, okay? I download tons of books on my device. I love reading. There are so many great books in the marketplace that these people would not have had an opportunity to reach their market through a traditional publisher, okay? They wouldn't have that opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, it's less money involved when you self-publish it. So I want to encourage you to write your ebook and express yourself. Express yourself. That's another thing that people hold over people's head. That if you self-publish, it's not good. But that's so far from the truth. And I want you to hear what I said. And if you listen, rewind this video and go back and listen again. Use your gift of writing to make an impact in the lives of others. While in return, what happens? Your family will reap the benefits from your writing. You and your family. Because there's a whole world out there waiting on your genius to be displayed. There's a whole world out there. Best of all, writing and publishing an additional product like your ebook, it helps build your confidence as you are sharing matters that are close to your heart. You're sharing with people your expertise, your education, your know-how. You're sharing these things and they matter to you, your passion. So write, because the sky is the limit. And there's always opportunity out there. I talked about on yesterday's broadcast, opportunities all around. Think about your life. Think about the many facets of your life. If you just thought about it, you could write a book every week. Okay, there's so much. We are complex people. We're human beings. There's so much going on. Another thing, let me share this with you. Think about this. You might not have enough material for a print book. Okay? But you have enough words to create a short ebook to spread your message. That's another tip. There are people who prefer an ebook over a printed one. So why not create multiple ways to produce your content, your message, your story, giving your audience a chance to choose which format best suits them. So consider writing your ebook. It is a simple formatting process that you can do, or you could have someone else format your ebook for you. But it's simple, y'all. It's simple. Okay? Every time I had a speaking engagement, I had a book or pamphlet or ebook, okay, that the attendees could download from my website with tips that I wanted them to remember to give them immediate results, okay? My ebooks were always there. I may have had my book for them to purchase at the back, I may have had pamphlets to hand out to them, but I always, regardless of the situation, I always have a free ebook on my website that bring people value. And if you go to my website now, there are free ebooks that you could download that will be valuable to you on your writing journey. They're filled with tips that will take away the overwhelm. So you could download these free ebooks by going to bit.ly/passion into profits 2021. Again, that's bit.ly/passion into profits 2021. These are some tips of make money from writing by you receive value from this broadcast. And don't forget to download your free ebook. Again, that's bit.ly/passion into profits 2021. And I thank you for joining me today on this broadcast of the Aspiring Authors Lab Morning Show. And I look forward to seeing you on the next broadcast. Don't forget to share this broadcast out with a friend, especially this one today, eBooks versus physical books. Because there may be something that you haven't thought about. So remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of the day.